That's the money lick.
Every kid wants to have that lick in 1980.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was an Eric Johnson original there.
Eric Johnson and Joan Jett are really synonymous.
Yeah.
Really, yeah.
Who's Joan Jett?
She's known for...
That was Eric Johnson.
Oh, that was Eric Johnson.
He wrote this too.
He was in that band, the Runaways, the Walkaways.
Yeah. The Crawlaways. That's a good name for a band, Crawlaways.
Yeah.
That's
Who would win in a cage match to the death, Joan Jett or Eric Johnson? I think the answer's
definitely.
Definitely Joan Jett.
I remember seeing her.
We were lucky to.
We were. Oh yeah. I remember seeing her just to go with that, the intensity of her, which is great. We did some, and I'm sure for them, like we did a show where we were in a part of a festival. We played a couple in front of her. Can't remember if we were right before her, or two before her. But we played this festival, and we were just like these dumb, hippie, Montana. We had where it was sun, it was hot.
She had no time for your.
Yeah, and we're backstage. And we had all our shirts off. There was a free keg. Joan Jett, you going to have some of the free keg?
Oh,
and
she was
I remember her band. She was just in her world, but she's getting ready. And this is a great thing, but there's great rock and roll behind the scenes. But I remember her band was just like, Jesus, get me back to New York. And, they're ready to go home. I think they're close to being home, or close to going home. But they're just not into it. We're like, it's outdoor festival. Yeah! We just came from another show.
You're opening for the
didn't
Blackhearts.
Sleep all night. Yeah!
Opening for the Blackhearts.
So that was a huge thing. And I'll brag about that for the rest of my life. And then, I remember seeing her, and she didn't, she was just in her own bus and, like, kind of hang up. But she would get psyched. She was getting psyched up. She had some kind of whip or something. I don't know what she was doing, but she's just like, just kind of getting ready. And I thought that was really cool to see. That was a behind the scene.
That's the whip. She later used that whip on Eric Johnson.
Yeah. So, and then they played and she rocked, and it was awesome.
I'll bet she did.
So seeing her like that, there's no way in hell Eric Johnson would win in a cage match. I think she would beat the shit out of him.
She would absolutely crush you, Eric Johnson. No offense, Eric Johnson.
And she'd look good doing it, and then she'd probably pick up the guitar and stand on you and just start doing...
She'd drink your beer, steal your guitar.
Yeah. And make love to you later.
Wear your pants.
So anyway, there was our opening riff from Joan Jett on an Eric Johnson guitar. And Eric Johnson is he's a local realtor, right?
Yes, yeah.
He's
a dentist.
He's got a great dental studio. They still use the nitro.
Your teeth look like this. This is based on his. Yeah.
This is from all the teeth that he's been working on.
Plaque in there. They call that plaque. They call that.
Are we trying to sell these? Or are we just giving this thing crap?
This is really a rad guitar.
Yeah, this is actually a really guitar. Cool. And I do love the cream color, actually.
I do too.
It's pretty good.
What is it actually?
We ruined it for everyone. It looks like tartar and plaque.
No, it's supposed to. It's like a white guitar that was in a smoky bar, hanging out at Joan Jett's house.
Yep.
All through the 70s.
Oh yeah, there's whip marks.
Yeah. When she produced the Germs album, this guitar was in the corner. It didn't have the F-hole then. That happened later.
It was just the glow of the cigarette in the corner in this guitar. And
it was white back then, and it's seen some miles.
That's right. But it sings great. It the neck just feels. I don't know what the hell kind of neck that is. It's like a C thing.
It's like a soft V.
Or soft
it's like
V,
a soft V neck.
It's an L.
It's this whole thing's lacquer finish, so the neck has the lacquer feel.
It's really cool though. It kind of feels big, but it's man, this thing is so. I mean the radius. I don't know what it is, but it plays awesome.
I've been really excited about these. Yeah, actually, Eric Johnson has had Fender guitar, had signature guitar forever, but he challenged Fender. Hey, make me a Thinline Strat.
I challenge you, Fender.
Yes. Which they've done in the past, but they've never done it with all the contours of a Strat. So this is really, really cool. On the Sunburst one we had, you could see there was maybe like a cut here. You could see how they got in there. Because how do they even do that? It's crazy. It's crazy, people.
Really thin fingers, long thin fingers with tools. Yeah.
Little children.
Yeah.
You can see the curve, right? In the F hole, you can see like the curvature of the.
Oh yeah, it's
the belly cut.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's wild.
That is pretty. That's some woodworking.
Yeah, and it's light,
woodworking
right?
Weekend
it's pretty
warrior.
light. It's hollow all throughout here. Really cool. But yeah, they kept all the specs of the old Eric Johnson Strats. So it's a fatter neck, it's soft V, no string tree up here. It's got these staggered tuners. Because I think Eric Johnson's thing is He doesn't want this like affects.
He had a
the
bad
string.
experience with a string tree when
He did.
A string tree when he was
Tried to
younger.
climb a string tree and get a coconut.
Yeah.
And fell out.
Yeah, and the coconut landed. He fell, and then the coconut landed on his head, right in front of the girl he loved, and it was embarrassing.
And then Joan Jett beat the crap out of him. And it was a bad
took his
day
lunch
for Eric.
money. Yeah,
He called
so,
Fender, and they, to make him feel better, they.
As a result, no string tree people.
Yep.
We read about that on Wikipedia.
So I think when he's whammying or whatever, the string tree, inhibits the string pull. It's something with the string pull, but it's kind of cool because you can do little bendies and stuff behind the nut with this.
Oh
so,
yeah.
No string tree.
Going on there.
More of a scoop in the headstock. Eric Johnson's signature pickups, which Fender now sells as a set because they're just great pickups. Yeah. You do get tone control on the bridge with this guy.
Very cool.
One ply pick guard, super old school, kind of parchment style. Countersunk screws.
You know what? Enough about the talking guitars. I want to talk about beer.
No, let's talk about beer.
Okay.
No screws.
Why don't you take
full
that,
springs.
I'll pour the beer. And you should do some cool stuff with it.
Oh, and that beer.
What's going on here? So this is
our friends at Bridger Brewing.
Bridger Brewing.
Great people down there. We love those guys and gals.
Yep.
And
fun place if you're visiting Bozeman.
This beer,
which on your way to Yellowstone National Park.
Yep.
That's where you go. So
Bridger
Brewing
tires.
is there that we talk about. That's a great place to stop and get drunk before you go look at some
wildlife. Before you go harass some wildlife.
Yeah.
We need to give Dustin a beer too. Dustin has a big gig tonight. Pinky and the Floyd are playing.
Yeah.
In town at the Rialto Theater tonight and tomorrow.
Killer Rialto Theater.
They're gonna play like 8 hours of music. It's insane.
And each show, there's an early show and a late show. Each show is like
a classic record.
Yeah, classic record
with a little add-on set.
Yeah, so they're gonna do Billy Squier. They're gonna do,
Joan Jett and the Runaways album.
Yep, Joan Arm Trading. Yeah. Deep cuts. Deep cuts.
Pull Joan Arbitrating.
We're doing Joan Jett, Joan Arbitrating. Doing it all. Do you need some beer? Are we getting you?
Here's your beer pouring music.
Yeah. It's like a music festival. Good old time music. From Eric Johnson's album, Good Times with Eric Johnson. No, just kidding.
This is. You want to know what it is?
It looks like someone squeezed like they threw a nectar thing in there or something. A mango.
It's their Grapefruit IPA.
It's good.
So there's all these
summertime beers. This is great summertime beer.
And it's a real deal IPA. Daniel told me. Yeah, he told me a little bit about this beer yesterday. And Dave and Daniel told me a little bit about it. You know how there's all these beers right now that are like the, grapefruit yada yada da 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 whatever.
Everyone's doing the fruit thing.
So they do theirs. They do theirs a bit different.
Boy, it tastes super fresh and yummy.
Yeah, they brew this.
I can taste that grapefruit. It's got that sweetness, but slight bitter, but not too bad. That's really good. I'm gonna switch all my grapefruit juice with this.
For your children, for your kids.
Oh,
Felix,
sorry.
I
know you're 6, but you just drank 3 things of beer.
So high alcohol beer, yeah. They took this beer though. They got grapefruit zest in there, Blaise.
Oh, there's zest. That's what I'm tasting. Yep. It's the zest.
They extracted the zest from grapefruits, and then they used Texas grapefruits, squeezed them.
Are they Texas known for their grapefruits?
Apparently so.
They must be huge.
They're bigger. They're bigger.
Big squeezing.
Where Eric Johnson's from.
We do big squeezing.
Actually, Eric Johnson, Texas grapefruits.
Is he from Texas?
He's from Texas.
Oh,
He's
this
an
is
Austin
really
guy.
coming together.
Yeah, for Eric.
This is for Eric Johnson. Big squeeze from Texas. They should call it the Big Squeeze. So what's the name of this beer?
I don't remember. It's the Grapefruit IPA.
We're calling it the Big Squeeze.
But it's really good. But they dumped all this fresh grapefruit juice in the vat with the beer. Did something different with the yeast. That's the cloudiness you see.
Yeah, I see a major cloudiness. Yeah.
It's really fruity and refreshing and good, huh?
Yeah,
If you like grapefruit, this is a good beer.
And again, I'm not a big fruity person.
I'm not either.
At least not before midnight.
The citrus
but that's Mountain John. Who knows what happens? But it's really good.
It's pretty good,
really
huh?
Good, yeah.
I gotta tune this thing.
I'd order another if I had one of those. Okay.
I don't know what to play on here.
Do some kind of good rockin' stuff.
I'll play a song from my from a musical.
Joe is doing a musical. He thinks somehow that's going to legitimize him as a real musician by doing like a project. He's just a slimy musician. Just another record. Musical, my ass. Try all the different pickup selectors.
I have an Archer pedal on. I don't know. It's just nice to play that with yours. Let's turn it off.
You know what the thing about a musical is? When you're just playing the guitar part, you miss a lot of the musical. I'm just giving Joe some crap. It's a really cool musical called Freakout.
That's right.
What is it?
It's like a psychedelic horror puppet show. Comedy.
Yeah, there's puppets.
A comedy at the end of the day with a good message, people. It's got like a soft R, so don't bring the kids unless they're teenagers. There's the neck pickup.
That sounded nice.
And we'll be performing at the Rialto Theater on May 18th and 19th.
Yeah.
There's the
local plugs.
This is like the song Ryan, wonderful playwright Ryan Cassavant wrote the lyrics to this song. Wrote the script.
What's the name of this song?
It's called Different Sides. It's, in this scene, there's a cop and a hippie. I don't want to ruin the play for you guys.
That could be a lot.
But this was Ryan's kind of thesis for the whole play. Just about getting along.
Getting along. I like it.
I should have really brought the script and then we could have done the parts.
Yeah,
because the
finger puppets.
The cop goes, "Tell us now that we're on different sides.
We're about to get really deep now.
Deep down in your heart, Blaise, you know I'm right." And then I goes,
that was awesome.
"There's something going on out there. I can see the evil in the air."
Oh man, this is getting deep.
We can't.
This is getting way too deep, man.
It's too deep, man.
Save it for your mom's basement.
That was the middle pickup.
Do you have any shredder licks? Can you shred like Eric Johnson?
Not really.
Okay.
Let's go through the other pickups.
So this is a new...
Here's the combo.
Yeah. It's a really great sounding guitar. I mean, we're talking a lot about Strats all the time. But man, there's something about this one when you play it. It's just really cool. I don't know if that feel of the neck, the way it plays, and just yeah.
Well, even on it's not too trebly, not too brittle on that bridge pickup.
Yeah, that sounds good. There we go. Nice. Real articulate. You can really hear it. Very cool. Right on.
Pretty awesome, right?
I like it. So Eric Johnson.
New Eric Johnson signature Strat from Fender, Thinline Strat. It's got a little EJ on the.
There's like a Cocapelli dude over there.
Little Cocapelli man. It really is cool though, right? I mean, I don't know. It just feels great right out of the box. It's really cool.
At first, I wasn't. I don't listen to a lot of Eric Johnson. Sorry, Eric. But he's been around forever. He's always on the peripherals. He's a rip and shredder guy. But I was like, personally, it's not my kind of music. So I was like, I don't give a crap about his guitar. Mm-hmm. But actually, I think it's an awesome guitar.
Yeah,
I would get this even though I play like kind of R&B, bluesy, rock, whatever.
That's the thing. This is if you like a Strat. Really, if you like a Strat, you're gonna love this guitar, right?
Killer like bluesy Strat.
The thing too, just to say, to not totally rip on Eric Johnson, he's an amazing guitar player. He's like incredible. He's a master. And when those type of musicians design an instrument, it typically is a pretty damn good instrument.
Yeah.
So he knows guitar. He knows what he likes. He modeled this after kind of some of his 54s, I think, really old Strats that he has. And he's one of those dudes that's kind of played some shreddy stuff, but he's always done it on a Strat. He's kind of, it's cool.
That is kind of cool.
What he does is cool. So
anyway, this it's worth checking out. Even though if you might not be a shredder or whatnot, it's actually a killer killer just blues
If this guitar
or
fought
rock
John
guitar.
Mayer's Strat in a cage match, Joan Jett was the judge. I don't know.
Everyone would get whipped. I'd like to see your comments on who would win. But Joan Jett's still going to win, even though she's not.
she's going to get in there, take both guitars, break them, write a great song.
Yeah, she's rocking it up.
Yep.
But anyway, very cool. This is Electric Land, and we're from Music Villa, and that's Joe.
This is Blaise.
And this is Beer.
Thank you, guys. Thanks,
care.
Bridger Brewing.